go then for what should be Arbour Park's highest attendance of 2026 so far. Families have come in the droves to take advantage of the free tickets available and part of the club's community day. It's expected to be quite the atmosphere too. Extra members of the Rebel Army aside, this is the first time in 11 town games that Arbour Park has been segregated, mirroring the measures Salisbury had in place for the reverse fixture last October. Davis makes 3 changes from Tuesday night's 3-1 defeat to Hampton and Richmond Borough. In full, it's Alfie Marriott in goal, then Tariq Giddery, Kiki Oshijala, Tariq Clark, Jaden Drakes-Thomas, Johnny Goddard, Dan Roth, Tyrese Dice, Balu Makumbi, Ruben Shakpoke and Harvey Walker. On the bench for the Rebels, it's Lebi, Trotman, Clark, Sammy, Motzel, Long and Luke Holnett. Comparatively for the Whites, this is the side that Brian Dutton has gone for. Will Booz in goal, then Morgan, Revan, Summerton, McIntyre, who extended his loan until the end of the season only yesterday from Oxford United, Kia, Jolliffe, Mo Dabra, who made his stay at Salisbury permanent last month from Sutton United, Ryan Hedges, who some of you might remember scored the winner in the reverse fixture at the Raymac back in October, Willard and Odokonyero. On the bench for the Whites, it's Gunston Gray, Goodabero, Penn, Oganyele, Noah Coppin, who scored last time out for Dutton's side during their visit to Plainmoor in midweek in that 2-1 defeat, Lander and Lee. Giddery goes inside his man and plays it into Jaden Drakes-Thomas. Jaden Drakes-Thomas goes for goal but pulls that one wide. Giddery coming down the Rebels' right. Just about keeps it in play there, Harvey Walker from that pass from Tariq. This is now with Kiki Oshijala. That's a poor pass from him. It's being picked up in the middle here by Salisbury. It's now with Odokonyero. Odokonyero goes for goal and he gives the visitors the lead here in SL2. Well, before he joined Salisbury, he only had 2 league goals to his name so far this season, from when he was biding his time, waiting for opportunities at Worthing. One arm goes up in the air here as the ball comes over. This is with McIntyre and goes into the middle of the box. There, pretty much on the 6-yard line, was the goal scorer, Odokonyero. As McIntyre takes his throw in, it's headed away there by Giddery. This is now with Odokonyero playing the ball into Ollie Morgan. Morgan coming down the right, he cuts inside and looks to get the ball into the middle of the penalty area. It's picked up on the edge there by Max Jolliffe and goes out for a town throw-in. Giddery plays it towards Harvey Walker, who looks to turn before he actually gets a touch on the ball, but runs into trouble against the Salisbury 18, that being Josh Kia. And a penalty has been awarded for the Rebels. It is going to be the Rebels 24 stepping up to take this one. On 6 goals for the season currently. Can he make it 7 and makes things all square? He can! He sends Booz the wrong way and nets to make it 1-1. And the Rebel Army break out into applause and exclamation. It's going to be a free kick for Salisbury, midway inside the town half. It's going to be taken by Ryan Hedges. Hedges, who actually is now in his second spell here with Salisbury. He did reject a new deal at the back end of last season and consequently joined Chelmsford City, only to then return in August. And that's a good effort there from that very man. Harvey Walker approaching the D. Harvey Walker plays it off to the left to Tyrese Dice. Dice being forced wide there, and he's lost the ball quite easily in the end. He didn't look like he had much of an idea of what he wanted to do with that there, Tyrese. That's a beautiful touch there from Tommy Willard coming through the centre for Salisbury. And Hedges now plays it off to the right. This is now with Hedges again. Hedges then plays the ball through to Moore. This is so easy from Salisbury. This is Johnny Goddard. Goddard going inside the penalty area, plays the ball off Somerton, and it will be a Rebels corner. Goddard takes it quickly, it goes all the way to the back post from Walker's cross. Shackpoke getting in there, making a nuisance of himself, but he couldn't quite get the last touch. Willard has it again. Back to Will Hughes. Hughes just looking for options here. He won the team's Player of the Month award for 3 months consecutively between November and January. Really has been quite the signing since he came in for the Whites from Yeovil Town, and the ball's gone all the way through there to Ryan Hedges, and the first time finish on his right foot puts the visitors back in the lead. And again, Gary, it was all too easy as the Whites came through the thirds.
Yeah, just that move down that inside right channel. Hedges there again. Another one of the 2 goal scorers in the reverse fixture earlier on in the season.
Somerton back to Gubadade. Somerton into Willard, looking for more. Given a bit too much space there by Johnny Goddard, but he wasn't really helped out by any counterpart. Would be Goddard's man, but the Rebels are being castrated too easily. Hedges down the left, looking to go past Giddery, gets past Giddery, plays the ball back to Willard, who takes a shot first time, and it's a good block by Barley McCumbee off his right boot, and it deflects out for a corner ball to the away side. There's Josh Hedges wanders over to take this one.
Yeah, I'm sure his brother Ryan was on the team earlier, but Hedges, I mean, fantastic footwork in there from the Salisbury player, just taking him around. I think it was about 4 players that he had around him in that run. A good block from McCumbee.
The ball goes in towards the back post. Oshijala gets up well towards Drakes Thomas, who then hacks the ball along. It ends up in the centre circle, and whilst the ball is in midair, Mr. Pratt blows his whistle for half time. It is the Rebels 1, Salisbury 2 at the interval. Tyreek Clark can now bring the ball away. Is the counter-attack on for the Rebels? This is Harvey Walker. Salisbury getting white shirts back in abundance, but Harvey Walker does well to win that free kick there up against Josh Keir. Josh Keir, who was in fact born in Galway and is described by Brian Dutton as a dynamic all-rounder. Kia back to Revan, over the top, it's headed away by McCumbee. Morgan picks the ball up and heads the ball into the first goal scorer, Arbour, who looks to curl the ball with his left foot and caress it towards the far corner. And now with Mo Dabra going inside, up against Goddard. That's a brilliant through ball, and it's gone all the way through to Arbour, but he was inside because it was a good ball across the face of goal there by Josh Hedges. Johnny Goddard can now bring the ball away. He's under a bit of pressure there from Ogunyele, and it's launched long by Barley Makumbi. Bit of head tennis going on here at the moment. Tariq Giddery, and now the ball goes all the way through to Luke Holness. Luke Holness one-on-one, and Luke Holness nets. And once again, the Rebels level at Arbour Park. And it's Luke Holness, the substitute. Who needs Victor Makowski? Because Holness is here, and Holness has made it all square. Generally at the moment it is white shirts to it. The ball goes in behind there, and Buse had to come out there because Drake Thomas was nearly onto that. And one touch from the Rebels out might have just taken it round the Salisbury keeper, which he would have found himself with an open goal. This is Johnny Goddard for the Rebels. Goddard cuts inside Ogunyele. Goddard then goes for goal, and oh, he drags it ever so slightly wide of Buse's right hand post. The Whites now break forward. This is Willard. Plays the ball left to Somerton, headed away by Harvey Walker, and now could a counter-attack be on for the Rebels. Drake Thomas out of the diagonal, in towards Shaq Poke, who's got there first. Shaq Poke, he's one-on-one, and that's a really good save from Will Buse. Shaq Poke nearly had a brace. Drake Thomas puts the ball down. He raises his left arm aloft, ready for this in-swinging corner. There it goes to the back post, and there was Holness, slightly unmarked, but it had too much pace, and I think caught by the wind slightly as well. Towards Holness, can't quite find him, and oh dear, this has now come through to Morgan with a bit of space down the Salisbury right. Morgan gets the crossover. It's a free header there for Coppin, who was making the run in from deep, and he had a great leap on him there, Noah Coppin as well. Diverts his header goalwards, but it ends up going over the top of Marriott's net. Ball is put in here towards Tyrese Dice. He gets his header on that, but that ends up going way wide of Will Buse's goal in the end. Coppin heading the ball on. It's now with Hedges. Hedges up against Makumbi. Makumbi standing his ground, but Hedges comes inside and he threads it through. Oh, and Coppin there was about to pull the trigger, and he's just taken out of it. Steps up, it looks like he's going to hit this with his right. The Waves trying to put him off behind the goal, and he rolls it in off the inside of Elfie Marriott's right hand post, and it trickles and caresses the net as it curls round inside it. And in the 91st minute of the game, Salisbury have the lead for a third time this afternoon. Launched back up and long again by Makumbi. Now with Oshijala and Trotman there, getting it wide. So the ball then comes in from Zabeli. Drake Thomas looking to get a touch on that, he couldn't do so. And this is now Holness picking it up. Holness forward to Jaden Drake Thomas. Jaden Drake Thomas spinning and twizzling and coming forward some more. And slides the ball out to the left to Johnny Goddard. Goddard now cuts inside. Goddard goes for goal! Oh my word! What a finish we have here on Community Day at Arbour Park! Johnny Goddard, who else? The community champion! The Rebels went one down, they came back. The
Rebels went 2 down, they came back. The Rebels went 3 down and they came back again. The god of SL2, Johnny Goddard, does it again.
Done rough. Playing the ball away there to Drakes Thomas. Drakes Thomas forward to Zabeli. Zabeli just loses it there. Ball goes over the top to Coppin. And there is full time. What an enthralling game we have had here at Arbour Park. Most likely many new supporters in the house this afternoon to witness this quite thrilling encounter as part of the community day. A single adult being able to bring a whole family of 4. And you have to feel that a lot of these families that might have come along for the first time today will be back for more, because what a show the Rebels have put on here. Twice they went down during regulation time, and then there, right at the death, Noah Copping comes up with what he thought was going to be the winner, 4-3-2, only to be pegged back again by no other than Mr. Slough Town number 10 himself, Johnny Goddard, cutting inside, caressing the ball towards the far hand corner. Top bins, making it 3 goals apiece.